What's going on, folks? Time for another wrestler rant, their weekly rant. I go on about the wrestling that I watched this past week and what I thought about it. So here we go right now. Let's talk about last week's Monday Night Raw. I mean, the big takeaway was looks like it's gonna be a tag match between Penta and Braun Breaker versus the Judgment Day. So it's official. Braun Breaker is a full-on babyface because he's fighting a heel Judgment Day. Now, we also had CM Punk there because no Roman, no Seth, but he said he'll be over there at SmackDown to talk to those dudes for the official contract signing. And we definitely going to talk about that part. So Raw is shaping up. Rhea Ripley has her rematch with Io Sky coming up, and Bianca's going to be the referee. So, another way to set up their triple threat match. That was pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Raw, for the most part. I say, yeah. You know, everyone's getting her for Mania. We know it's that time of year, so this show was kind of blasé, and not to mention they're still overseas, so I know all the top dudes aren't really working matches like that overseas. Not that we see. I have seen some clips online though of Gunther and CM Punk at a house. I'm like, oh man, that would be awesome to see. That would be such a good match to see. But I know the house shows they put on for everybody, but that's another thing. That was it for Raw. NXT, I didn't watch it. Nah. I know that Stephanie Valkyrie, she did defend her. She defended both titles in 2 matches that night. So I really like her. She's definitely gonna get pushed to the main roster soon because she's just such a smooth worker. Trying to see where would she fit in though, because she is relatively small compared to Bianca, Jade, Rhea Ripley. She's relatively small compared to them. But she's such a smooth performer. So that's what Stephanie Valkyrie NXT. Other than that, I don't know what happened. Then we got Dynamite. And I can say this, Lord be with them. But I can say this. This was by far the absolute best Swerve promo I've ever heard. Him and Moxley were going back and forth, and Moxley didn't sound as coherent as he normally does either, which was shocking and refreshing for once to see. The whole Death Rider thing is still utter nonsense, but this was better than what it normally has been. Far, far better. And I was thoroughly impressed with Swerve. I'm like, man, if he can keep that up, that would make me interested in seeing what's going to happen. Because right now my interest has been peaked. Because beforehand I was like, oh Lord, someone just get this Moxley crap over with. Then another bright spot was Megan Bayne. I like her. I like Megan Bayne. She's imposing, and I think she's gonna be really good. I don't know how long she needs to stay in AEW, but she has potential to be really good. She has just like a presence. Haven't heard her talk on the mic yet, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But I mean, just her presence in the ring, I dig it. I dig it. And the rest, they got tournament matches for nonsense, and who cares? Then we move on to SmackDown. Friday night SmackDown. Where? Let's get to the meat of the matter. Eventually, the bloodline's going to blow up, and Solo's going to turn on Jacob because he told him to lower his tone, and Jacob hit him with a yada I mean. So I'm ready for that to happen. You got Roman, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. And man, the tribal chief, they just singing Roman's name. It's man, I tell you, those European crowds, those overseas crowds are absolutely crazy compared to American crowds. I mean, man, they put the American crowds to shame with how much energy and excitement they come to see WWE. It's wild. It's just absolutely wild. They up there chanting for Fatu. It's nuts there. It's absolutely nuts. Street Profits ain't getting no pop though. I know that's because they were in London and Pretty Deadly's from London, so that kind of was that. But at the end of the match, Street Profits still retained, but you still had to give it up for them. Like, you know what? It was a solid match by the Profits and by Pretty Deadly too. I was thoroughly impressed with them. But the whole shebang with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Tribal Chief came out first. He was serenaded by the crowd. Seth Rollins came out. He was serenaded by the crowd. CM Punk came out. He was serenaded by the crowd too. But, oh man. When he was looking for the calls, like how that's the main event or WrestleMania, how that's going to main event, and CM Punk said that's not the favor. I was like, so what's the favor? What's the favor? I want to know. But I tell you, man, the wrestling, C-. C-. It was a couple of good spots, a couple of good matches, but I mean, it was all about the story because leading up to WrestleMania, and it's just getting there. So I can say this: I'm definitely looking forward to this coming Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and even Dynamite. Not even gonna lie, the tournament matches are gonna wane my interest, but I am curious to see what they're gonna do with Swerve and Moxley. I mean, they both talked a good game, so let's see where it goes. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment. Let's see what's to it. See what your predictions are. Let me know, y'all. Peace.